chat will be right there.
It takes like a minute for it to like get up on YouTube, but
I can't imagine that the music is going to be distracting, but if you want to listen once
I will, yeah.
Okay.
I'll go in the back and just make sure audio's good. I turned down the audio a little bit.
Yeah, sounds good.
So when I tested it, I think we were good, but I'll watch this first to see people start popping in.
Sounds good. I guess I can also send that actual link here.
Yeah, I would do that.
I don't have a way to do it.
Yeah, you can kind of like here. Yeah.
I just want something in the background.
Yep, it's in the background.
It doesn't pop up for me as a...
I gotcha.
Thank you.
I'll
Just share it on socials. Oh yeah, that works. How's it going, guys? Looks like we got 5 people in here. Just posting the link to a couple of different places. Got 3 teams left. And remember, each team is an entry to win this Chet rookie auto. Boy, it makes my arm look so long. So if you want to go and grab any of the remaining teams, 2 cheap teams are left. I'm surprised. Clippers and what else was it? Let me see, huh? Chime in on the chat, guys, if you are in here. Let me know who's in the break here, who's watching. Oh, it looks like we have 4 teams left. No, Kings are taken, so that's weird. I'm gonna have to fix. Looks like Kings are gone, so don't grab them. If you do, I'll have to refund. But teams left are Clippers, Grizzlies, and Jazz. Nuggets and Pacers are gone. Austin, I thought I saw that you grabbed the Kings, so I'm not sure if I just missed that or what. Let's see. Oh, you took the Cavs. I'm sorry. You have Cavs. So maybe the Kings are still alive and I just didn't count them. But yeah, guys, grab those cheap teams just as another chance to win, if anything else. Yep, that's my bad. I accidentally threw you in there, Austin, for Kings and Cavs. But guys, we have, again, 4 teams remain. We will run it if we don't fill them up. But again, for $10 for the Clippers, $10 for the Kings, $19 for the Jazz. You're looking at, first of all, there's a kaboom for the Jazz, if I'm not mistaken, Cody Williams. Grizzlies have a couple of kabooms. Once again, if I'm not mistaken, I can double check the checklist. But go ahead and snag those. Those Clippers and Kings are just a really cheap opportunity to win the Chet. While we wait for a moment, I'm going to go ahead and crack the case. This is we're ripping in the shop today, just so that everyone can see. Full case of Rev. If you haven't been to Slab Factory here in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, we are having a blast running the shop, having you guys stop in. This seems risky. This is going to take a tumble before the break is done, but I kind of like the 3 high break wall. All right. We'll get ripping in just a moment. Just going to finish posting the break on all of our pages. Nice. Nice, Adam. That's awesome. That is awesome. Happy to run with the last couple of teams coming to the shop. But it'd be a shame if one of our teams won the Chet. Here's the deal. Honestly, guys, if we rip and we have those teams, we will not keep the Chet if they win the Chet. We're not here to mess with that. All right. Almost done posting this everywhere. All right, guys. Looks like we got a good number of people in here. I'm ready to rip. I don't know about you guys. Looks like maybe the last 2 teams just went. Let me see. Looks like they did. Last 2 teams off the board. Look at that. That's my boy Trevor. Trevor came through, guys. Every single team is taken. I want to make it known I have the Wizards. I'm always hunting Wizards, but I will not be claiming the Chet if they win the random. All right. Without further ado, let's rip, guys. We'll do this 4 boxes at a time. Stack packs and go from there. Best of luck to everybody. We seriously appreciate you for joining. We're going to try to run more of these. We've been so busy. It's just been tough to, be consistent on posting breaks, but we're getting a lot more sealed product, and we want to be able to do a better job of posting breaks. Jordan's also here.
What's up, guys?
Jordan is here to sort and hang and watch us pull a kaboom. I'm really, really hoping for a kaboom this time.
I don't want to get panini.
I don't want to get panini. We've seen it before, but as you guys saw, fresh case. I suppose instead of throwing this on the ground, I could. It's full of garbage. All right. All right, so there are, just to be clear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs per box. They have the weirdest material on these Revolution packs.
Soft type.
It's like a soft plastic.
Just the hair.
Yeah, hand on, that's good.
It is.
Nice. Jordan's here for IT purposes.
Yeah. That's it.
All right, guys. Oh, this is such a weird material. I'm gonna kind of fly through base, guys, and looks like we got something here right off rip. Oh, we got people trying to walk into the shop here right now. Oh, nice Donovan Clingan going to the Portland Trailblazers right off rip. New wave. We'll go ahead and get that sleeved and top loaded for you, Trevor. Jamal Murray, Darius Garland, Ron Holland rookie Revolution Vortex. So we'll get that Ron Holland sleeve there. CJ, Miles Turner, Tristan Da Silva, New Wave, and a Brandon Miller. All right, it's Chet Holmgren. John Morant on the Stargazing. What are you giggling about?
House. Ken's too busy for midday rips. You know that.
Yes. Love it. Ken's too busy sorting the night before, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell. Either that or he's on vacation. De'Aaron Fox. He's usually helping us. Tyrese Halliburton on the Vortex. And then a Josh Giddey on the base.
Tyrese. What do
Paul
y'all think about
George.
Miles Turner, huh?
Yeah, Miles Turner to the Bucks. Naz Reid. Legends, John Stockton going to the Jazz. Nice little take by Trevor.
Oh, that one's cool.
I almost said Tyler. That's my name.
That was your name.
James Harden. DeMar DeRozan. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. It's going to Justin Gruhl, I believe. And Russell Westbrook.
First day.
MVP. Scoot. Tyrese Maxey on the Stargazing. Kyrie Irving for the Mavs. And Nikola Jokic. If you guys don't want your base shipped, please reach out and let us know. Otherwise, everything ships. So it's up to you. Jordan Poole. Bub Carrington on the Revolution. What is that? I can't remember what that's called. Oh, that just might be the base, the rookie base. Yep. See, we put that on the stand because it's a Wizards player. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. That's for me.
No Wizards.
Stargazing Steph Curry. I am like my buddies and I always talk about League Pass teams. Like, what are your favorite teams to just randomly catch on League Pass? And I am a big. Oh, look at that Hardwood Legacy, Dwayne Wade. That's pretty sick.
That's dope.
Going over to Ken. I think the Wizards are going to be a really fun League Pass team. Do you guys have favorite League Pass teams? Last year, the Rockets were one of my favorite League Pass teams. Antonio Reeves going to the Pels. And a new wave, McCain. That is going to Nate. We got a really nice mix of people jumping in today. A lot of people from who do our stack sales on X, on Twitter. People who are local to the shop. People who are on, following us on Instagram. It's great. Allen Iverson also going over to Nate. Instagram buddies. Luka Doncic on the Stargazing. There we go, Trevor. You guys are smacking early in this break. Weston's probably real fired up, and then a nice Wemby for you, too. Shout out to Trevor, Jen, and Weston down in Dallas. Kuz. Right into the garbage. LeBron James going to Beltran, Fernando Beltran. Nice LeBron James there. Brandon Ingram and Franz Wagner. We're looking for autos. We're looking for the occasional, I believe, numbered card, or at least there's Astros in here. Keontae George, Emmanuel Quickly. We got Cam Spencer on the rookie, not numbered. That is, of course, an Astro. Going to the Grizz. That's a nice take by Adam. And again, at the end, guys, we will be taking that chat and randomizing it to between all the teams. Very excited about that. Jalen Wells on the rookie. It's a nice one. And then a Kristaps Porzingis on the blue Astro. That is numbered out of 99. Going to Adam Perry, our big Celtics fan. One of a few.
Get that one up on the stand, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. We got to fill this stand up. RJ Barrett.
Sad.
Carl Anthony
So
Towns.
sad.
Yeah, I know. It's because he's gone. All right.
Gone.
Nice legends. Dwayne Wade going to Ken on the Astro.
Adam, how do you feel about the moves the Celtics made?
And Dame Lillard. Talk about
Obviously.
sad, dude.
Yeah, that's sad.
Sad. I mean, look, it's all sad, but
Obviously, they needed to make some moves to free up out of the second apron, but that was a lot.
well, I don't even know if they're done. They're not going to move Jalen or Derek White, but like they might move some other stuff
More
around.
stuff with this.
Dadier, Tyrese Halliburton on the Astro, and an Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I mean that's all really you can ask for, right? Like
Yeah,
one.
honestly, man, that's how we felt as Bucks fans when people were always like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna get traded." It's like,
Yeah.
he came and he's done what we wanted him to do.
We won a championship
Oh,
after we were
sad
garbage
again.
for 30 years.
Another Astro, Drew Holiday,
Oh man.
another Celtic out the door.
Drew.
We were also very sad about Drew Holiday
Yeah.
when we lost him.
Drew's like probably my wife's favorite player as well, but one of mine as well.
Jonathan Mogbo. And Emmanuel Quickly on the Astro. Someone reminded me the other day that Emmanuel Quickly is making like $30 million a year for the Raptors. I was listening to the Bill Simmons podcast, and he was talking about how the Raptors have like the 12th highest payroll in the NBA with just such a mid team. Michael Bridges on the Astro. Paolo and Sarah Thompson. Claxton, Jimmy Butler on the Stars as well, and that is going to the Heat. So yeah, it's before they moved him to the Warriors on the checklist. Yeah, so like for example, Luka is going to be Mavericks all the way in this. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander on the Astro, we take that. Devin Booker, Kristaps Porzingis.
Hey, we're just talking about you.
Hey, well, we've been hitting some Heat players. Chris Paul. Jarrett Allen on the Astro, going to the Cavs, and Austin Monson. All right.
A couple little Wades for you.
Yeah, some fun. A couple Wades and
And your favorite player, Jimmy.
a Jimmy Buckets. All right. That is first four blasters. What do we think of Revolution so far?
I think it's fun, honestly. I like Revolution.
Me too. Yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, it's, when you're looking for big dollar amounts, it's kaboom or bust.
Yeah.
But like, you can
It's
hit.
like one and a half cool cards.
They're
Like,
just sick.
Yeah,
they're
they're just cool
really
prints.
good looking cards.
It's just something different than like the everyday cards that are out there.
Right.
It's much better than, in my opinion, like Optic is the same way. You have such a high ceiling in that, but like Optic, you just have,
They're just ho hum.
they're just normal, run of the mill cards. Everyone has their own opinion, but cool to see something shiny.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Forgot I should be showing empty boxes here.
We were just talking smack, Ken. House said midday rips, can't you take notes? And Ken's busy during the day, so you can't be doing all those midday rips.
Frankly, my wife has a nice little to-do list for what, and it's probably because I haven't been doing a to-do list lately, but
Hey, someday,
good. So I'm trying to get this done today and enjoy the 4th of July weekend. James Harden, DeMar DeRozan, and a new wave Bub Carrington. Nice Desmond Bain here.
I know, Shaq. That's why I said it. You were grinding those streams out midday
Oh,
last week.
absolutely. I mean, Ken's been on the clock nonstop. We Kid Saloon, nice stargazing LeBron James. You can also set the Wizards just aside if you want, because those are mine. Kuzma in the garbage. Kevin Durant, Hardwood Legacy. Franz and Drew. We gotta see more numbered cards.
Is there like a rough amount that you see in this?
In terms of numbered cards, not necessarily.
Honestly, like I feel like what are we in 5 in so far?
Yeah, we're 5. We're working on number 5 here. Yeah.
I was gonna say 1 in 5 is probably about what
People have said a lot of good things about Nikola Topic. Topic? I think it's Topic.
I think so too.
I bet we will see a lot of Topic next year, or at least more Topic. Risa Shea coming out for the first time, and then a Luka Doncic and a Brandon Miller.
The all Achilles team on Boston.
9 numbered in your case.
I can't do another Bucks card to the Celtics.
I know. And for what it's worth, he gets to choose where he goes.
He
I don't
does.
think he wants to go further away from Portland. He loves that.
He does, yeah. He's
Saloon?
just a Portland lifer, I think.
I think that he's going to be either like going back to Portland for like a, homecoming, or he's going to be somewhere on the West
Yeah,
Coast.
he's gonna go to like Golden State. or something.
KG's looking thick in this one. What's going on here? I think it's just the angle. He's looking like Kendrick Perkins in this one. Just kidding, he's not. That'd be crazy. I could do without Perk in the media anymore. Dude's driving me nuts. CJ McCollum, Miles Turner, Hardwood Legacy, Jason Tatum, back-to-back Hardwood Legacy Celtics. Another Brandon Miller. What we're really looking for here is a Kaboom, Middleton, Jalen Duren, and a stargazing KD. LaMelo Ball, Buzelis on the Hardwood Legacy, going to the Bulls, and I think that's Nate. I think that's the first time we've seen Matas. Naz Reid, Michael Porter Jr. Legends, David Robinson going to Trevor and Weston. That's fun. Anthony Edwards on the base. I like the Edwards base on this one. It's a cool card.
That is cool.
Nice picture.
I'm like $300.
Yeah. Cade Cunningham, Cason Wallace. Ooh, a nice Cam Christie for the Clippers on the Astro. Not numbered. And a Shea on the base. Gobert better. That's insane. Randy. Tyler Kolek going to the Knicks.
Surprised.
Christian in the Knicks. Cody Williams on the Astro going to the Jazz.
Robinson was my dad's favorite player growing up.
Shout out to Gonzo with the Knicks in this break. He's hunting for the Jalen Brunson auto that's on the checklist. Ja Morant Vortex and a Luka.
Okay.
Naz Reid. Nice Reed Shepard on the New Wave Revolution. Jalen Williams and Fred VanVleet. I'm gonna say I was really early on the Jalen Williams train. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of credit here. But for what it's worth, from the moment he hit the league, he was looking really good. I don't think I'm super special. Kaishan George, speaking of super special, Wizards. Brandon Ingram on the Astro as well. That one's not numbered. Zion Williamson. Charizard Williamson. Jonas. Sabonis. Jonas and Sabonis. On the Astro. Staps and Tatum. A couple of base Celtics. I mean, okay, well then maybe that's a decent argument because like Gobert has won multiple. Jacoby Walter on the Astro, multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. 3 of them has Gobert won? I mean, I guess like that's probably more of a wash if you're just talking defensively. But David Robinson was far more well-rounded a player. Astro of Devin Vassell going to Trevor and Weston. Jonas and Larry Bird. This is who, I mean, look, I understand too that like we joke about Larry Bird, like in this era, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Dude looked like that and just was a killer. And that's crazy. That's just crazy. We got a Dylan Jones on the red, numbered to 299. Astro to 299, Dylan Jones. What are you not joking about, Ken? That he, no, I know you're not joking about him not being as athletic or whatever as the players today. I agree with you. While remarking in Astro. I mean, yeah, we talked about this. I get it. Like, but like, I don't like cross eras, like doing that, you know? It's just like, I think that we just get in arguments with people about it because they're so convinced that Larry Bird would dominate this era, and it's just not true. How about that one? Kyrie Irving, Astro, going to the boys down in Dallas.
Fresh off his extension. Well, technically, I guess, but
CJ McCollum, Miles Turner. Hardwood, here we go. Hardwood Legacy, Stefan Castle. First time seeing Castle come out.
nice.
I know that Trevor and Weston are fired up about that one. Get that one on the stand. Just because it's Stefan Castle. If you guys are interested in Franz Wagner, Astro, in you know, like the occasional Pokemon break of some kind, or just like, you know, sort of rip and ship type thing, we can do that too. We have so much Pokemon, it's ridiculous. So much Pokemon. We could also run this back with a case of Select Basketball. You don't have the same ceiling of like a Kaboom, but I think, you know, you end up, I think, with more opportunity of autographs and numbered cards and stuff out of Select. But I know that people are itching for either a baseball or football break, and we can definitely do a baseball break with what we got right now.
Yeah, we have Inception, Bowman Megas, Top Series 2, a little bit of Heritage left as well.
Yeah, we could certainly mix in some Inception hobby with some retail.
Inception's been fun.
Let us know if you're interested. Oh yeah, of course, duh, Shake. Yeah, Tigers out of Select Basketball. Let us know on whatever medium you can reach us if you're interested in baseball breaks, if you want to run another NBA break. But we want to do this a little bit more, so.
And we'll always try to make it affordable.
Yes, we will always. And we like throwing in something like this chat, you know.
Guaranteed it.
Guaranteed hit for somebody who jumps in. Because, you know, you could leave this Revolution break saying, oh, you know, we didn't hit this, we didn't hit that, but someone will get a $200+ Chet Holmgren rookie auto. All right, back at it.
The manual's numbered too.
Is this? Oh, I thought this was gold. Ken, this is oh, that Quickly's number?
Yeah.
Oh, it's because it's colored matched to the team. Manuel Quickly that I was talking about earlier is numbered. We can take Klingon off the stand for that. Nice catch by Jordan there. Here you go, Raptors. I thought this was gold. Ken is used to this.
Yeah.
It's definitely Jazz. Unless it is gold, but I don't think it is. I think it's a Jazz player. Chris Middleton, Jalen Duren. Yep, it is Jazz. Yep. Kyle Filipkowski. I know we're really good at getting juked by
Jazz.
ever since the Jazz changed their uniforms to that sort of like yellow
Yeah.
and black.
How
like,
can you do that,
I know.
man?
Looks like we got a numbered card. Oh, jeez, ruined the reveal. Tristan Da Silva going to the Magic,
Nice. That's a good
and that's
one.
going to be numbered to 299 as well. Yep, 58 out of 299. There we go. Nice rookie numbered card. Looking for bigger names.
Starting to cook a little bit.
Starting to cook a little bit. We were saving all the good stuff for the end.
Yep.
Clyde Drexler, Tim Duncan on the Hardwood Legacy. We like that. Do you guys think Tim Duncan is better or Giannis Antetokounmpo is better? And I'm not asking in terms of what they've accomplished in their careers. Like, I'm talking about basketball player. Because obviously Duncan won multiple chips and like has had some very successful teams and all that stuff. Jokic. But like when you're talking about best, in terms of talent, best power forwards of all time, who do you have? Because I have Giannis, and I'm biased. I know, but he played the game very differently, I guess. Cade, KD.
I guess those
Devin
tough
Vassell.
about it is they're just such different players.
Yep. LaMelo Ball, Cade Cunningham. Nice stargazing, Donovan Clingan. Another Devin Vassell. Just making sure I'm not missing anything here. All right, good. Oops. Just flipping packs around. All right, Shaden Sharp. A nice Luka Vortex. Sabonis and Tyrese Halliburton. Cason Wallace, Anthony Edwards on the Hardwood Legacy. There's a lot of those Hardwood Legacies in this product. Must be one per box at least. Bam Adebayo. Trae Young. I think Trae Young's gonna have a big year, and I know one collector of Trae Young who's gonna be ready to either sell his shares or is just gonna be happy with it. It's Shake Hobby. Dude's got a decent amount of Trae. DiVincenzo, Tyrese Maxey, and a Legends Dirk Nowitzki on the Astro. You guys are really hitting all the guys you want. Steals down in Texas. All right, another Jazz juke. Cason Wallace, Cody Williams on the New Wave. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Zion Williamson.
I need Trey to ball. So.
I think he's going to. They're setting up that team for success. Nice Reed Shepard on the Astro. Make sure it's not numbered because of
His
it.
mortgage depends on Trey Ball.
Yeah, he's going to be able to pay the mortgage next year only if Trae Young falls out. Suggs, Antonio Reeves for the Pels, Nikola Jokic, and Anthony Simons, the newest Celtic. Derek White, Jalen Brunson, Shaq going to the Magic. Nice Astro there, not numbered. See, I feel like there's a million Zion bases in here. Be nice to hit an auto. KD. I was hoping that was Stephon Castle. Harrison Ingram. Going to the Spurs and Kobe White on the Astro. Going to Nate. Scoot. Ja. Charles Barkley on the Legends. Suns. Looks like we got a numbered James Harden, Steve Nash, and a numbered Shea Astro. We love that.
Let's go.
Numbered to 299, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the Astro. God, these are just pretty cards.
They are.
We'll get that up on the stand. Let's see who. We'll take Emmanuel quickly down.
See you later.
R.I.P. Thank you. We got another numbered card, if I'm not mistaken. All right, Zach Edey, nice rook. And an Anthony Edwards on the green, which is numbered to 125. Nice. There we go, Wolves. I think that's Ashby, if I'm not mistaken. And that's a color match, too, that green with the blue.
That's sick.
That's really nice. Well, I guess we got to kick something else off the stand.
Steph,
you're a base. Great player.
See you later, dude.
See you later, dude. There we go, Ashby. It's a banger. Oh. All right, Jaden Ivey, Legends Tim Duncan, and Dayron Holmes. Oops, excuse me. Astro, not numbered. Cam Johnson, Joel Embiid for the Sixers, not numbered. Tyler Hero and Kobe White. DeMar DeRozan, Draymond Green on the Astro, not numbered. That's going to Twister. Chris Paul, LeBron James. Nice stargazing. Jalen Brunson going to the buddy Gonzo. I know Gonzo's at work right now, so he's second screening it from the day job. Scotty Barnes. Kuminga to the Warriors. That's also for Twister. Vucevic and Draymond Green. And let's see, last pack until we get to our last 8 blasters. DeMar DeRozan, Steph Curry. Dang, Twister, this was a Warriors batch here. Russell Wilson and Desmond Bain. Or Russell Westbrook, not Wilson. See, Ken, I'm starting to understand why you trip up sometimes. Although, I will always be able to pronounce Ricochet and Klingon.
Some of those pronunciations are tough.
They are. They are.
No, like the way Ken pronounces them.
Oh, they were saying that they're hard. Because Ricochet is hard.
It's more just
I mean, look, I love picking on Ken, so that's the only reason I'm doing this right now.
Ken does not watch college basketball.
No.
So then when the rookies come in, it takes them a little bit to like learn. You know, once they're in the NBA for a little bit, then it's okay.
We need to all sign Shake Up for NBA League Pass.
Or we just get them to Wisconsin.
Oops.
Just get them. I'll buy you a league pass if you come here, Shake.
There you go. The offer is still on the table to move to Wisconsin for Shake Hobbies. Let's make sure this. No, there was one more. That's why you show the box, people. Guys, if you are unfamiliar, Shake Hobbies runs breaks on Instagram, but he runs the breaks themselves on YouTube and Instagram. But you can find all of his stuff on Instagram. He's also sporadically on Twitter, on X. He runs really fair price breaks, big breaks, small breaks, razzes, personals, all sorts of stuff. Ken is a guy who introduced us to this entire concept, and he is the absolute best. We love him as much as we make fun of him. Trae Young on the stargazing. And, you know, congratulations are in order for Ken. He just hit 10,000 followers on Instagram. No one cares.
Huge.
Anthony Davis Vortex. Yawn.
Crazy.
Just kidding. It's awesome. Reed Shepard on the stargazing. All right, we really need a Kaboom to come out here, guys. I'm really hoping we get a Kaboom. Jalen Green, Chris Paul, Damian Lillard, RIP. I will forever think that the Damian Lillard move was a good move, and a lot of people will disagree with that, but they played very well together. They were unhealthy at bad times. Dame had his faults in being a bit of a turnstile defensively sometimes, but I mean, that was a really fun run, and he was a really good player. Trae Young on the Vortex, that's numbered. Astro to 299. It's going to, is that Ashby? No, who had Hawks? Might be, yeah, no, it's Ashby. Here you go, Ashby. It doesn't, you think that clears Dylan Jones?
Yeah, probably.
All right, let's get it up there. Sorry, I'm kind of flying through these now. Sorry, Dylan Jones. You haven't gotten enough playing time. See you later, scrub. He got moved somewhere. RJ Barrett. Jokic, not numbered. John Collins and Wembanyama. Keontae George. Tristan Newton on the Rook. New Wave of Dalton Connect. I think that's the first time I said his name. We got another green here? No. Oh, shoot. Not numbered. I'm just a dummy. Not numbered. Jason Tatum on the Vortex. It fooled me. Sabonis and Tyrese. Those two guys have a history together here. Traded for each other. My buddy, for a long time, was arguing that Sabonis was the right side of that trade, and I think I finally won that argument this year.
What was the trade?
Halliburton, Sabonis. Yep. I think I might have finally won. Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Johnson, Isaiah Collier, I almost said it the way that Ken says it, where he's like when he says Collier. Collier. I like defaulted to the way Ken says it. I listened to him break too much.
Yeah. Fall asleep with.
Shaden Sharp,
breaks.
Dante DiVincenzo. Whoever you are, Nikola Durisic. That's crazy.
That's great.
Cade Cunningham, Cason Wallace, Adambona, Astro. Going to the 76ers. Bona actually played very well last year, toward the end of the year. It was garbage time stuff, and like, not garbage time. It was garbage part of the season, you know, for the Philadelphia 76ers, but he was good. Russell Westbrook on the Astro. Quickly, we got a Bronny James Jr. That's the first time I'm saying his name on the Stargazing. Obviously not numbered there. All right. Where's the kaboom? Claxton. T-Mac, one of my favorite players of all time. Love me some T-Mac. Jokic on the Astro. Oops. Oh, sorry, I'm accidentally jumping the line. Bradley Beal, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bobby Clintman on the Astro, not numbered. Michael Bridges. Derek White, Carmelo Anthony, Missy on the Astro. Jamal Murray, Karl Malone, Sengun on the Astro. Ken, how many autos did you hit out of your case? Cam Thomas, Anthony Simons on the Astro, not numbered. Steph Curry and Bogdan Bogdanovic. It's my wife's favorite name to say in the NBA. She thinks it's hilarious. Darius Garland, Keldon Johnson on the Astro, not numbered. Asar Thompson and Austin Reeves. One auto in your case? Yeah. I'd like to see an auto or a kaboom or both here. I mean, we're down to our... Oops, jeez, sorry, Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine, Astro, not numbered. Kuminga and Westbrook. We haven't seen either one, and I'd really like to see one of them. Oh, is that? Yep. Wow.
Bingo.
Speaking into existence. Going to the Pels. One of the teams that went today. I'm trying to remember who took them. I can check real quick. Not numbered auto, Antonio Reeves. That gets on the stand just because it's an auto. Desmond Bain on the Astro and Kobe White. Pelicans went to... Pelicans went to Petty. There you go, Petty. All right. We'll take down Trey. All right. We'd have liked a better auto, but hey, that's okay. We might have another one coming. Who knows?
You take what you can get with Panini.
With Panini, you take what you can get. Last 4 blasters, guys, and then we'll randomize the chat. I'm really hoping there's a kaboom hiding in these 4.
Kaboom.
Yeah, I've seen them before. No kabooms like guaranteed in the cases. They are like, I think they're like an average of 1 per case from what I've read, but they don't have like a guarantee, which is unfortunate. But we got 4 blasters to go. We aren't giving up yet. Empty box. Oops. It said something about... Oh, that's because I knocked this thing over. Hold on. What did I do?
Oh no.
Oh gosh. Operator
Hold,
error.
please.
Operator error. Honestly, it's a miracle that that's the first time this has happened this entire break. I really was trying to show you the depths of the box that I was opening. sirens were really going down my street yesterday. There was a township fire, so there were a bunch of unmarked trucks going down Lowe's Creek. LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard. Nice Steph Castle on the Vortex. We take that. Keldon Johnson. Jordan Poole, Kyle Kuzma. Into the garbage. Stargazing Victor. I think it's the first time we've had one of his inserts. We'll take that. Or maybe we had a Hardwood Legacy, but... All right, Cam Thomas. Bam Adebayo. I almost did what Ken did. Out of the Bayou. Hakeem Olajuwon on the Hardwood Legacy. And Julius Randle. Shaden Sharp. Terrence Shannon Jr., who's a baller. And this is a Wolves pack because we got a stargazing Rob Dilly. Jonas Valanciunas, Donovan Mitchell, Luka Doncic on the Hardwood Legacy, and Jason Tatum. I got a deal for you guys. If we don't hit Kaboom, we'll rip one box of Select. One blaster of Select. Kyle Filipkowski. Jordan's over here like, what are you doing, dude? Vortex. You know what I'm doing? I like ripping.
Yep.
I like giving away our money. Keontae George, Magic Johnson, Hardwood Legacy, Reed Shepard, and a Franz Wagner. De'Aaron Fox, Dennis Rodman, New Wave Devin Carter for the Kings, not numbered. Zubats, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the Hardwood Legacy, Deontay Murray, and John Collins. John Collins opted into his contract, and it was like $28 million or something like that. It's like, holy smokes, dude's getting paid. Giannis Antetokounmpo on the Vortex. Tyrese Halliburton and Jimmy Butler. Some of these guys fall into the category of, like, you've got to pay somebody, and they're just beneficiaries of that entire concept. Quickly, New Wave Zach Edey, Drew Holiday, and Michael Bridges. Tyrese Maxey, Kevin Durant. There we go. Kalel Ware showing up for the first time for Ken there. We got an Astro. Is that numbered? Not numbered. I've been tricked by those before, so I wanted to make sure. Bradley Beal, Jaren Jackson Jr., and a Ryan Dunn on the Astro going to the Suns. That's a guy who's like going to be a good rotation player for a while, Ryan Dunn. No one really is hyped up about his cards, but there you go. Stephon Castle on the New Wave. Jokic and Anthony Simons. You don't get hyped up about Ryan Dunn cards, but he's going to be a piece for a while. Cameron Johnson. Pell Larson. Not numbered. Rookie for the Heat. I know that they like him over there. Klay Thompson for the Mavs on the Astro. And a Tyler Hero. I'm not going to call him Baby Goat. Jamal Murray. Johnny Furphy. And a Bogdan Bogdanovic Astro. Not numbered. All right, guys, come on. Gotta be a Kaboom hiding. Giannis. RJ Barrett. Dilly on the Astro. And a Wembanyama on the base again. We've seen a lot of Wemby on the base. We like that. Ja Morant. Jaden Ivey. Matas Buzelis on the Astro. There we go, Bulls. Nice little Astro of Matas. Karl Anthony Towns, Ron Holland. Zion on the Astro. And a Dame Lillard. R.I.P. Last 5 packs, guys. Scotty Barnes. Oso Iguodaro. I can't believe I almost mispronounced his name, and he's a Marquette guy. DeAndre Ayton, the latest Laker. And Klay Thompson. Pascal Siakam. Vucevic for the Bulls on the Astro. Not numbered. Kobe White and Joel Embiid. Darius Garland. Julius Randle on the Astro, not numbered. Austin Reeves and Trae Young. Jalen Green. Tyler Hero on the Astro for the Heat. Vucevic and Draymond. Oh, man. So last pack, guys. Last chance. And we did not hit a kaboom. That is really too bad. I'm really bummed. Jalen Johnson, Jaylen Brown on the Astro, Anthony Davis, and Steph Curry. No kabooms to be found, guys, but we are grabbing you a select blaster to toss in. Chuck it. Look at that. $29.99 right to your front door. Not sure whose. We'll find out. We appreciate you guys for joining. Would love to see a kaboom come out, but not guaranteed. That's how she goes. All right. Let's just hope there's a Tiger lurking in here, huh? Tristan Da Silva, De'Aaron Fox for the Spurs on the mezzanine. Day'Ron Holmes on the mezzanine. That's a retail exclusive insert, or not insert level. And Missy on the purple, green, white, green, purple. All right, Reed Shepherd, Scotty Barnes, LeBron James, and Dylan Jones. Jeez, these packs always get me. As Ken likes to say, he's opening it. I'm opening it like a grizzly bear. Klay Thompson, Kaishan George, Nikola Jokic, and Miles Bridges. We have an orange retail exclusive. Ryan Dunn, Jackie Quee, Kevin Durant. That's kind of a cool color match. I dig that. And a Jay Mitchell. AJ Mitchell. I want to say like Ajayi, like Jay Ajayi. All right, Wembanyama, Keontae George, Zach LaVine on the mezzanine, and a Jaren Jackson Jr. on the Prism. All right, last pack magic. What do we got? Nothing. Dud pack. Jordan Poole, Jared McCain, AJ Johnson, and RJ Barrett. Well, let's liven things up with a giveaway. I just got to get... Oh, never mind. We got that. All right, guys. I'm going to roll this dice to 1 through 6 to tell us how many times we're going to shuffle the names before we... Or how many times we're going to randomize this list. I'm not going to do it 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 times, but it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. We're going to roll it twice, and the number of those two added up is going to be the number of times that we randomize this list, okay? All right, so first roll is a 2. Second roll is a 1, so we're going to randomize this 3 times, guys. Third time is the charm. All right, I've got every team in here, and we're going to randomize. There's number 1, 2, and here's the third and final time. The team at the top will get the Chet Holmgren auto, and that is the Philadelphia 76ers going to Nate. Nate snagging the 76ers and getting the Chet Holmgren auto. Congratulations, Nate. That'll be shipped out with your Lucas. Guys, we appreciate you an awful lot. It was really fun ripping. We're going to do more of it, and we're excited to do more of it. Again, let us know if you're interested in some baseball, some football, whatever you want to do next. I will say football, we're a little bit... we could probably get our hands on more football, but right now we're really well stocked to run an awesome baseball break. So literally, if even one person gives me a green light, I'm probably going to run that. So, all right, thanks, guys. We appreciate you. And we'll see you next time.